All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Strength Classroom. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is so many people worry about things that they don't need to worry about when it comes to size and strength. Number one, I don't think people really worry about this so much anymore, but like getting too bulky. There is still a small percentage of the population that thinks if they pick up a dumbbell, they will instantly not be able to fit into their clothes, which I've always thought that's silly because there are people that willingly try to put on amounts of muscle that they would run into that problem. And they dedicate their lives to doing that, and some of them still struggle and still grind to do that. But for some reason, these people think they are so genetically gifted that if they even touch a weight, they will gain muscle. But that's just ignorance. They don't know any better. But what I want to talk about is within the population of people that actually kind of understand lifting weights and actually enjoy lifting weights and know it's not that easy. I feel like a lot of people look for an excuse to not, let's say, work hard or not want to do something challenging and try and find a replacement to do something easier. For example, this drives me nuts, how a one-arm lat pull down is superior to building lats than a pull-up. And I don't understand that. Maybe for some people based on how their body is built, but I really don't understand how someone could come to that conclusion. Think of it this way. If you don't have the strength to do pull-ups, how are you going to put any meaningful weight on the bar to do these modified pull-downs to hypertrophy your lats? You need to get strong at the basics first before you do anything that's advanced. End of story. For example, people ask me what my opinion on shrugs are, and I simply say to them, can you deadlift 405 yet? If not, shrugs are going to do nothing for your traps. Absolutely nothing. If you cannot deadlift 405 pounds, there is no point you doing any traps. Any shrugs, sorry. There's no point. Because there's no way you can stimulate your traps with shrugs than pulling 405 pounds on a deadlift can't. So if you can't do that, don't ask me what the best shrug is, because for you, it's nothing. If you cannot bench press at least 3 plates, don't ask me what the best chest isolation exercise is, because you don't have the base level of strength to put any meaningful weight on the bar for those exercises. People think bodybuilders lift light. No, they don't. Bodybuilders lift heavy, dude. When you see a bodybuilder doing curls with perfect form with a 50-pound dumbbell and you can't even pick it up off the rack, don't tell me bodybuilders lift light. You know how strong your arms have to be to lift a 50-pound dumbbell and perfectly squeeze and contract and lengthen the muscle? That is complete control over that weight. And do you know how you get complete control over that weight? By being strong enough to make that weight look like a joke. So don't tell me bodybuilders lift light. No, they don't. They have to be strong to lift the weights that they do. They lift light in comparison to their 1 rep max. But overall, they lift fairly heavy. They're not lifting in the higher percentages, but they need it to get strong at the beginning to make those lighter weights seem light. So don't act like all these lighter squeezing exercises are good, because they're not if you can't use any meaningful weight on them. That's why people preach things like squats, deadlifts, bench press, overhead press, barbell rows, pull-ups, because those are the exercises that you can move the most amount of weight on, that stimulate the most amount of muscle groups, which will then stimulate the most amount of strength and hypertrophy throughout the whole body. That's why those movements are preached or approached. I don't even know what the word could be. But don't sit here and tell me there's better exercises. Yeah, sure, but if you're curling with 10 pounds, then you're curling with 10 pounds. Whether you're standing, seated, inclined, cable, whatever. If that's your main bicep builder, sorry, say goodnight. It's not gonna work. Give it up. Do some hard lifting. Do some hard work. All right, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And as always, class is dismissed.